Wow. This is one of the biggest crashes I've ever seen as of late. This has been a very turbulent month. It's EOS though. It's EOS. Look at the volume on Ethereum. So it just so happens the day EOS launches its token sale, the price of Ethereum goes insane because you have to buy Ethereum to get into EOS. And then everything else hits the shitter. So everybody was selling everything to buy Ethereum to buy EOS. What Dan's going to do with EOS, Ethereum, I don't know what he's going to do with it. I think Bitcoin is due for a big jump. Because EOS ain't fucking with Bitcoin. Bitcoin and EOS are two completely different things. Like Bitcoin and Ethereum are different. So Bitcoin's due. I'm not worried about Bitcoin. I'm not worried about the alts either. It's just some of them I might be worried about. I might be worried about something like the way. This is why I don't invest in shit like platform builders, like Waves. I normally didn't want to invest in Ant shares. Just basically because something like EOS can come along and then, you know, just fuck up the whole game for the platform builders. Now, something like basic, wow, under 14 cents. I mean, this shit makes me giddy. This just makes me happy. I wish I literally exhausted most of my Bitcoin buying all these alts up. There was just so many. I have a little bit left just in case something crazy happens again, but I bought a lot today and last night. And basically, so like, you got to ask yourself, if EOS comes out and it's as great as everybody anticipates, what markets, what coins are going to be fucked up the most? And the coins that are going to be fucked up the most, I told everybody that Ethereum was going to crash. Did I not? Did I not? Go back and look at the EOS video where I was making the Dan impressions and making the sound effects about how Ethereum is going to rise up because the EOS people buying it. And as soon as it's here, EOS is going to fucking Ethereum is just going to dump because everyone was going to dump their Ethereum into EOS. We're talking billions and billions are going into EOS. So the platforms that are most going to be affected by EOS are platform builders. It's that simple. Like Ethereum is a platform builder. It's a way to build more apps and all of that. You know, you always hear on the Ethereum blockchain. Well, that's what EOS is doing. EOS is that, but better. However, it's a battle between Ethereum being first and EOS being supposedly better. I believe it's going to be better, but we're going to see. But honestly, I don't think Ethereum's going to crash at all. I think Ethereum, like, obviously it's crashing now, and I believe it's going to continue to crash. But I think in the long game, long run, Ethereum is going to be more sneaky than people realize, and EOS is going to have a harder time getting that crown. And I'm pro EOS, but I'm also pro real fucking life. And I realize that there's a lot of coins out there that are a lot faster than Bitcoin, that are a lot cheaper to send, that are just overall would make a better Bitcoin. But Bitcoin's first, and it's got a long way to run. It's like it's got to run its victory lap before it collapses. And Bitcoin hasn't even really started its victory lap. It's still in the race, but it's so far ahead that it's laughable. And then it's got to hit its victory lap, and that lasts like 2 years. It's a long ass fucking trek. And after that, something might come in and dethrone Bitcoin, or at least rival it. But Bitcoin's gonna be around for a long ass time, just because people integrated it for so long. We're not even talking about Bitcoin though. Ethereum is the one on the hot seat right now. Ethereum is the one with the gun to its head. I believe that Ethereum, like I was talking about Bitcoin, has a very strong chance of rebounding because it has that first right away. You got Toyota, you got all of these big ass companies interested in Ethereum, governments trying to work with Ethereum. So it's Ethereum's gonna have, it's so far ahead of EOS. Yeah, EOS is, it's like EOS is like that Hussein Bolt guy, real fucking fast. But it's like, man, you give anybody a fucking long enough head start, it's gonna, you know, you're not gonna win this first race. Maybe next race, and each race is like 3 years. I'm just making this shit up as I go, but that's like 3 years. I believe Ethereum is gonna have to where it's gonna have a huge lead over EOS before people start making that jump. But you also got to look at all these other ones, all these other platforms, just like like I said, Waves, Ant Shares, anything that basically allows you to build other apps. EOS is kind of looming, and I don't know how many people are going to be using those platforms as opposed to EOS. So we're gonna see. Although you gotta keep in mind, EOS ain't even built yet. Like, they gotta build the motherfucker. So, that's why Ethereum's gonna hit hard. Like, Ethereum's gonna come down, EOS is gonna settle down. People are gonna spend their money, and then it's gonna be cheap. And then the people like me are gonna come in and buy up all the Ethereum, causing it to boom back up. But this was a good plan. If this was Dan's plan, I'm talking about Dan L. I think it was genius that he used Ethereum. I'm not saying, I don't know his plan. I don't know what his plan is. I'm just saying, if I was going to launch something like EOS, I would have did Ethereum as well. I think that's genius. I think it's mad genius. To pump it up just to fucking dump it, because people are going to buy a bunch of Ethereum, pump it up, and then EOS is going to be launched. You have to dump all your Ethereum to buy EOS. What's going to happen to the price of EOS or Ethereum? Is going to crash. EOS is going to be new, shiny. Everyone's going to dump their money into it. You're going to keep dumping Ethereum. However, Dan L's fighting a fucking grizzly bear in Russia, and it's snowing, because Ethereum's not going down without a fight, because it has first right away, and it has so many, just so much going for it right now. I mean, I doubt EOS is going to come out with a 22 trillion, so it's going to be tough. But that's what's happening right now, though. If anyone's wondering, what is going on with the market, it's obviously the EOS, right? It's not a coincidence that Ethereum's at an all-time high, right? You have to buy Ethereum to get in the EOS, and everything else is hitting the shitter. Everyone's selling everything for, it's just people, I don't know, people are crazy. Humans are crazy. Let me look at some of the comments. Peace, family. This is my first time checking in. What's up, Chicago crypto hustler? Appreciate you coming by. Something like this already happened. I'm very new to all this. Yeah, this has happened before, Frankie, but not like this. I haven't seen this before. This is about as low as I've ever seen it. Bat looking real good right now, Alexandra. Real good. You love Bloody Monday. Bye, for sure. Bloody Monday. I'm not sure how long it's going to last. It might last a few more days. I think a few more days max. It might get worse throughout the night. We might have a black night tonight. Like, it might get real dark. And these prices might go even lower, just because as people keep dumping in EOS. Keep in mind, this is the first day, and the first day is like, you got to think it's like a haymaker. People just raw. You're gonna get the fucking huge charge, and then you got that mini second wave, and then you're gonna have the folks who are just waiting at the end, like me. If I'm going to invest, there's no time incentive. There's no reason to invest in EOS today as opposed to 2 days, 3 days from now. They can't sell out. They're doing it. Dan's doing it in a very gangster way. He's doing it fair. But it's it's fair, like somebody trying to charge you $50 for a parking spot, and you're like, man, that's unfair. But no, it's fair because we charging everybody $50. What's up? That's how it's fair, because it's like, as much money as is raised is going to be the price of the token, right? So there's 200 million right now. However much money is raised, that's how the price is going to be concerned to the token. So if there's a fuck ton of money is being raised, which we obviously know is going to happen, the price of that token is going to be pretty damn expensive. And that's my worry getting into it, because it's like, this is a huge hype. All right, imagine if these big ICOs like BAT and Bancor and all these, you know how they sold out real quickly? Well, imagine this. Imagine if them bitches were open for 5 days. BAT sold out in 30 seconds. Imagine if it was open for 5 days because there was no selling out. It was only like, you see what I mean? So the price is going to be extraordinary for how much money is going into EOS right now. And the crazy part is, Dan's holding all this money. Like, it's going into this project, all of this Ethereum. So much of the market is going into EOS's pocket right now, and he can do what he wants with it. I mean, look at the market cap falling from the sky. That's crazy. It was like 115. So that's what's happening right now, and it's a really strong play. Weak hands are definitely going to get shook out right now. Weak hands are definitely going to lose money right now. You're going to have to bury me with every last one of my coins, every last one of my SIA coins, every last one of my BAT tokens. I want all of them in my casket. They ain't going to nobody. They're going to get buried with me. Keep that in mind. I ain't selling shit ever. Right now is a glorious time to buy, actually. I've just been buying. I've been converting fiat to buy Bitcoin to fucking buy more of these tokens because it's insane. Like, I'm going all in, trying to get as much as I can. This is beautiful. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I don't care. I'm buying today. I'm buying tomorrow. I'm not speculating. I'm not gonna say, well, it could go to 32% tomorrow and then maybe 40% by Wednesday. No, I'm buying today because it's hitting all-time lows. Guess what? I hit my all-time lows. I reset my lures lower this time. Like, it can't hit this price. Boom, it hits that price. I'm like, damn, I gotta set these bitches even lower. I keep buying them all the way down the ladder. That's how you work, because you can't predict the future. You can just keep buying. You give a price to a token. You give a price to Steam, right? I got Steam at $10. I think it's a $10 coin, right? So anything under $10 I'm buying because that's the price I got it. I don't look at the current price. I evaluate what it should be. That's how you do auctions. That's how you make money if you go to auctions, which I did for a living for a while. So I'm real good at this shit. Pricing something before, man, see a coin, holy shit, 12. I just want to get off this live stream and just go buy some more, but I can't because I'm disciplined because I already bought today and I'm not going to buy again as the prices go lower because guess what? I could wake up tomorrow and they could be at 30% and I would have missed out on that because I broke my principle. So I've already bought today. So I just got to sit back and take this, it hurts, but I hope to wake up tomorrow and the prices are lower. That's what I hope. Because I woke up this morning and I was like, hallelujah. And I was on cloud 9. I was high-fiving everybody. Walking down the street, high-fiving people. They're like, why he's so happy? Like, he's buying digital coins. They didn't say that because I live in Mexico and most people don't know what digital coins are. But look at that. I ain't never seen that before. That's a mountain. You guys see that? That's a perfect mountain. I've never seen that. See, that's not a mountain. That's a fucked up looking mountain. So is that. See, these aren't mountains. This is a perfect mountain. That's crazy. All right, let's go back to some of the comments. Everything on sale right now. Everything on sale. Everything's half off. Ethereum is overrated. I disagree. Thanks, fourth information. I don't know what you're talking about there. Dan, do you think the next BTC already exists? Yes. Frankie, Sable, check out my YouTube channel. All right, we got somebody. Crypto, check out Crypto's YouTube channel. He's got some useful tips. After you watched every last second of my channel. Nem hit 14 seconds. Holy shit, that's a good buy. I never bought Nem, probably never will. Not saying it's bad, but hold on, I lost where I was. I gotta scroll back in the comments. All right. It's all good, buddy. I like Bite Ball. That sounds funny. Don't say that around people who don't know what currency means because they might get the wrong impression. You don't want to go around saying, I like bite balls. Like, you like to bite balls? What's wrong with you, son? I'll be doing a video later. Nice. Candlesticks. It's candlestick in red. It's been red. Red candles. Everyone panic so just because. Yeah. It's time to buy Mr. BKR&D. Mr. Burgundy, right? I'm going to buy the hell out of Ethereum. You're going to buy the hell out of Ethereum. Yeah, it's fucking cheap right now. What about BitShares? I already told you. What did I tell you? What did I tell you about BitShares? Somebody please comment. Like 5, 6, 10. I don't know. I make a lot of fucking videos now, but I told people exactly what the motherfuck was going to happen with BitShares. You want to know what the fuck happened with BitShares? I told you what happened with BitShares. BitShares was going to get pumped up because of EOS. And then it was going to get dumped once EOS was released. I said that motherfucking shit. It got all the way up to 40 cents. I sold 90% of my BitShares at 40%. And I sold the rest at 35 after I saw that was the high. I wasn't coming back down. I made a video about it and everything. Now it's 23 cents. It's going to get lower. I'm not buying BitShares right now. I got lures on BitShares for 10 cents. What's up? Holla at your boy. If it doesn't hit 10 cents, then I'm not butthurt. I don't care. I don't need fucking BitShares. But I bought BitShares at 5 cents. I made a video about that. I was like half off BitShares, 5 cents. That was back when it was bouncing from 10 to 5, 10 to 5. And then I knew exactly what was going to happen. I knew anything that was related to Dan L, anything that's related to Dan L was going to go up in price. Steam went up in price. Everything went up in price. Steam has nothing to do with EOS. But because it had Dan L on it, people are buying it. So that's what happened with EOS. And EOS, it honestly had more of an impact than I predicted. I knew it was going to be crazy. But this is starting to be, if it gets crazier than this, then it definitely far out, it's beyond all of expectations. But if it kind of hangs in there on the ropes right here, then it wouldn't be mind-blowing, because I did expect this. But man, these ICOs, you put something new in front of somebody, you put like a new ICO or something in front of somebody, and they're gonna fucking, it's crazy. It's like catnip. They can't resist. It's quite amazing. And I don't know why. It's not like people put a bunch of money in ICOs and then came out super rich. I don't understand that. I've made more money off of picking a penny coin and it blowing up 800% overnight than I have putting an ICO, waiting 2, 3, 4 months and tripling my money. I bought Storage X at 50 cents. Took me a month and a half to get my fucking coins. Like, yeah, that was cool. No, it wasn't. All right, what's going on? I'm ranting. Thanks, Chicago. Yep. I thought you said new titties. I was about to get excited. Everybody likes new titties. Everybody seems to be 800% worth. Hey, Dan, give me 2 sentences on Litecoin. Why is it not a heavy hitter? What is it missing? Fundamentally, and usage, it fills a perfect role. 2 sentences? That's weird. You made it weird. Like, because normally I'm real natural and I can just come at you. But when you're like, give me 8 words and an exclamation point on what you think about Litecoin, it gets real complicated. I like Litecoin. I think Litecoin is going to be around because it's one of the originals. It's got good technology. It's a lot faster than Bitcoin. It's a Bitcoin clone, basically. Like it's competing versus Bitcoin. That's what it's supposed to be. I think it's always going to be around. I think there's going to be like 4 or 5 main currencies, maybe probably a lot more, but like 4 or 5 household name currencies that people use around the world, because you got to have Burger King and you got to have McDonald's. You got to have competition. People don't just want McDonald's. Some people might hate McDonald's. Talked about in one of my videos, some kid probably butt fondled by a clown. He ain't never eaten at McDonald's. It don't matter how good the burgers taste. He's always going to eat a Burger King. You need competition. So Litecoin's always going to be around because Bitcoin's going to be around. People don't like that. They don't like monopolies. Some person might just don't like Bitcoin. They don't like the color. They don't like the B. They might had a disrespectful conversation with, no one knows the owner of Bitcoin, who created Bitcoin. So I don't know. Some people just, that's how they are. People hate Bitcoin because everybody likes Bitcoin. How about that? Those people, they don't like coin. Watch Dan's vids. He's making good calls. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm learning the Dan way. The Dan way. When you buy, if you don't make a profit, you hold and bleed. Yeah, you hold. You don't. There's no taking losses. I don't take losses. You can take losses. I don't take losses. People, because see, somebody could call me up, but hey man, how's your portfolio doing? I wouldn't be like, oh man, I'm taking losses left and right. I would be like, man, I'm just getting all these cheap coins. You wouldn't believe how cheap. See the different perspective? It's completely different perspective. I'm not in the loss right now. I'm in the gain. You know why I'm in the gain? Because I got a bunch of cheap coins today. I'm in the gain. I'm perceiving a month from now, I'm fucking killing it. Fucking killing it. Of course, if you look at the number in your Bittrex account, or you look at the number in your, your wallet account, you pull up your Exodius and it doesn't, it has a cool UI. It doesn't, you don't have all those zeros that you're used to. That's fine. You're looking at temporary. If everything didn't go down, it'd be really hard to make money, right? Because how are you going to buy low and sell high if it never goes down? You're going to have these dips. Because you either have plateaus, it either goes up, down, or a plateau. It can't do nothing different. No problem. George Soros is responsible? That's getting into some like crazy shit. He has hundreds of billions of waste and wants to wreak havoc on the crypto market. Let him. You can't. That's a beautiful thing about Bitcoin and all this. You can't take it away. It's here forever. You can't kick in the door of Bitcoin. You can't arrest Satoshi. You can't find that dude. And the point is, it's there. It's a stain. You can't remove it. It's always here. That's a beautiful thing about these things. These things aren't. Bitcoin's not a fucking website. It's not like the Silk Road when they want to turn down the Silk Road, or they want to take down BitTorrent, or they want to take down these websites. They can do that. They actually have the power. They can't. They don't have the power to take down Bitcoin. It's like a virus, but I don't like using the word virus because people think of bad things. But there's good viruses out there. Think of Bitcoin as the good virus. It spreads love and opportunity instead of disease and midget porn. 29 people watching. Holla at your boy. 45 people watching now. Alex, what's up? What is No Limit Coin 2 doing to take advantage of the MAIF? You know what? We're looking to add USC. But man, we're brand new. We got to get NFL and soccer and all that. But that's a good point. Hemmer. Thomas Hemmer. Roll call. Miami, Florida in the house. Mexico up in here. Chi-Town. Chi-Town. Chirac. That sounds ghetto as hell. Chirac. Oh yeah, homie. Shout out to Chi-Town. Shout out to Chi-Town. I was living in D-Town. Dallas, Texas for a while. Well, actually Arlington, but we always called it Dallas before the Cowboys came. Now now people know what Arlington, Texas is. They used to not though. Just want to thank Dan, by the way. If you did not see your videos, I'll panic and be selling shit right now. You know what, man? I just kind of come in, I just kind of swoop in. Kind of like Gandalf. I got my fucking gray ass cloak. Just chilling. Got me a pipe. Something good. And I'm just fucking coming in when these markets. I understand. Like, I want to come to y'all quick so I get on the live stream when the markets are crashing, because I don't want people to go and lose their hand. You know, I don't want them to lose their shit. This is not when you sell. You don't sell when it's red. You never sell when it's red. Why are you going to sell when it's red? You buy when it's red. You buy when it's red. You don't sell. Red is like, when you go into a store and you see a coupon, it's usually like, you know, it'll say like negative whatever % off, and it's in red. You got to think of it like that. Like, these are coupons. Right now, you're getting 24% off game credits. I never bought game credits. Let me redo that one. You're getting $21.99 off Sia coin. That worked real nice with the 99. You're getting $21.99 off Sia coin right now. And if you put the future implied odds, which means it's a penny coin, it has major utility, it has major upside. Really, you got much more than that. You gotta start adding squared and all that geometry and algebra and all that shit getting complicated. The point is, it's a 10-cent coin. It's $1. It's a penny right now. It's a 10-cent coin. With it being a penny coin, you're still getting 21.99% off. So that's the way I look at it. These are all discounts. The bigger the discount, the better. And I'm just going shopping right now. I'm just looking like, oh, this is looking good. And this is how I find coins. Like, I got into Digibyte. I've never been to Digibyte. I invested in XTN back in the day, but not Digibyte. But I got such a good deal on it. I was like, damn, fucking Digibyte looking real good right now. So sometimes you buy coins that you know are good, but you don't necessarily, you weren't necessarily real big on or really seeking. It was kind of like a necessity, it's kind of like, wow, it's so cheap, it's basically free, so I buy it. You bought some shoes from a drug dealer and he laced them. Now I'm tripping. That's pretty good. I like that. I like that. Got my IOTA sold for a profit too. I remember you, Andrew Martin. You bought that IOTA and it went down and you're like, oh, and I was like, hold, don't sell it for a loss. And look at you, you made profit. Look at that. That's what happens. It's a success story. Andrew Martin, success story. He's probably a doctor. Probably has a nice family. A dog that's golden in the name, like Golden Doodle, Golden Retriever. Oh, I missed it. Gonna have to watch from the start. That's what these are for, Michael. It's real lax because I don't have to do no uploading. I don't do shit. I just stop recording and it fucking does everything else for me. It's legit. Just throw up a Steam It post and holla at your boy. We got a Steam It guild. You know what's good? You know what's good? To make money during the downtimes. How do you make money during downtimes? You fucking get in the Steam It guild and you make money every day off one of your posts. $20, $30, $40, $50 a day. Holla at your boy in the Steam It guild. I don't got it in the comments right now. I got the Slack. You can go into the No Limit Slack. No Limit is kind of like my thing now. It's like, even once I'm a billionaire and I done bought all the coins and I refuse to sell any of the coins to anybody ever, I'm still gonna be in the No Limit Slack group because that's kind of like my home. You know, it's my first place. I made that Slack group for that coin because I believed in it. I believe in it. And when I take that coin to $1, I'm always gonna be up in there. So go up in the No Limit Slack if you want to get into the Steam It Guild, get your upvote on. If you're not part of Steam It, you're crazy. I don't care if you can't write. I don't care if you can't read, you can't do video, you can't do anything. You can upvote, you can comment, you can say, great comment. You can do that and get money. There's no excuse. Alright, let me get into the questions again. You seem like a very pure person. Thank you for the video. It's quite helpful. Thank you. I am pure. Yes, Dan is first and foremost. Yeah, I don't fuck around. I don't need to. I don't have a reason to. Why would I fuck around with anybody? I just want to give y'all what I'm doing. Show some love, break y'all off with a little bit of what I know. I get a lot from the YouTube. You know, when I first started this shit, I didn't know nothing. I was watching everybody. I was watching all the crypto people. I was watching everybody who had anything. Holler at Philly BTC, holler at Chicago Crypto Hustler, holler at all these motherfuckers making videos, helping. That shit helps, because don't think you ever too good to learn from somebody, because there's always somebody that does something a little different than you do. They may see something a little bit different than you do. Holy shit, basic attention tokens 13. What is going on, guys? That is so cheap. I'm sorry I had to interrupt my little spiel, but wow. That is fucking free basic attention token right now. It's definitely free basic attention token. I wonder how... That's fucking cheaper than it came out from the get. You know, you can get this. The only cheaper way you can get this is if you got into the ICO. Anyway, don't think you're too good to learn from anybody. You gotta fucking always watch every fucking video, no matter who it is. That's what I did. That's how I learned a lot from so many people. Way to look at coins, little hustles, little tricks they do, little websites they use, apps they use. There's a lot of, everybody does something a little bit different, and it's good to if you plan on making a lot of money, like I didn't bullshit with this. Like I see this as the lifeblood. I see this as like the future. This is the future. This is everything. You think of like Amazon and Facebook and all of eBay and all these big ass websites that run the motherfucking world. We're coming more and more virtual every day. Everything's gonna be virtual. Everything. These are the front runner. These are companies all leading shit. These are all big companies. These all have potentials to be huge, 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 huge companies and run the world, basically. So right now we're investing in the lifeblood of the world. Yeah, Walmart can come out with a coin, but by then, you know, fuck. They're a little bit late to the party right now. And I don't know, just things like that. I just think like this is going to be time. This is going to be a time we look back on 10 years from now, and there's going to be people who become billionaires becoming this. I'm not talking about millionaires. There's going to be people who become billionaires because of this point in time right now, with people shaking hands, talking about, oh, should I buy? Should I sell? You don't understand. This time period right now is when billionaires are going to be made. Right when like when the internet first came out. Think of when Warren Buffett back in the day, when there was a pure stock market, before it got all fucked up with robots and fucking manipulation and all that bullshit. Remember when there used to be a pure stock market out there where you could actually have a fighting chance at making $1 billion. You ain't gonna make $1 billion in the fucking stock market nowadays unless you know somebody. Who the fuck are you going to go in and make $1 billion in the stock market nowadays? No, it ain't gonna happen. Trust me, I tried. You can make good money, but you're not gonna make what you really deserve. And this is unfiltered. This is the pure stock market of the Buffett days. This is pure. This is untainted. Without all the manipulation, can't fucking manipulate this. These are pure, homegrown, grassroots people coming up with ideas, developing teams. It's beautiful. It's, you know, it's so many powers are coming together. You're a designer. You good at social media. You good at building, you good at blockchain technology. You a good programmer. Everybody's coming together, forming teams, raising money, selling coins, changing the world. It's amazing right now what's happening. And don't fucking sleep on this time. Every day is so valuable. If if you hate your job or you think you deserve billions, millions of dollars, right now is the opportunity, and anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. But you got to be on this shit. I don't got like I don't have a 9 to 5. I haven't had a 9 to 5 in 10 years. I don't fucking I don't do 9 to 5s. This is what I do all day now. I got enough money. I could not work and not have to worry about money for the next 20 years. And I wouldn't have to fucking make any more income from this day forward. So I have the time, and I'm not bragging. That's not even a humble brag. There's people out there can be like, I don't have to work again, and my kids don't have to worry about money. And you're like, damn, that's what's up, right? I want to get to that point. So I ain't by no means bragging. I ain't got nothing to brag about. The point is, I got a lot of time dedicated to this shit. That's all. And I do. I look at the minutes like the quicksand falling out the hour. Like every minute, every second. I don't waste time. I'm quick, motherfucker, like Quicksilver. And you gotta be, and you gotta have ice in your veins. You can't, you gotta be cold. You gotta be willing to go broke. You gotta be willing to just jump head first, or you're not gonna make it in this game. You're gonna sell for a loss. When the pans start cricking, you're gonna fucking jump right out. You can't handle the heat. But guess what? People who do gonna be looked back at this time as the legends, the OGs that made billions of dollars off these motherfucking coins. There's gonna be a lot of millionaires from this time. Don't get me wrong. There's gonna be a lot of millionaires from this time. A lot of people doing a lot of good things. But there's gonna be a crop of billionaires who really took it to the next level and really saw the opportunities and seized them. And that's exciting. That's exciting for me. Because you can be anybody. You could be in Cambodia. You could be in Africa. You could be in Canada. You could be in Australia. It don't matter where you're from. You could become a billionaire right now. You don't even need much money. You don't need much money. You just need a little bit of hustle. Get involved. Get in the Slack group. See what you can do. I mean, this is a beautiful sign, though. I fucking love this. I really hope that EOS... I think that it's going to... I think this is the worst of it. Maybe 10% hesitant to say that just because, but I think the bulk of it is going into EOS right now, and then the rest over this 5 days. But it's not going to be like it was today. Today was shocking. Look at that. It's going to hit the 2 trill. That's amazing. And it's so weird to see these numbers, right? That's what EOS is doing. Isn't it eerie? It's like Twilight Zone. You see these numbers, but then you see these numbers, and you're like, what? How is this almost 2 trillion, but yet it's like in the 250s? When it was like 350. It doesn't make sense. But it does when you realize what's actually going on. Biggest ICO ever. By a long shot. It's gonna fucking... It's crazy. It's a good opportunity though. It's a good opportunity. With change comes opportunity. Checking in the MLR. You talking about that numeri or whatever? I mean, I knew it was gonna happen. I knew that shit was gonna come right back down. Fucking mountain. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not hating on the coin. I'm not hating on the coin at all. I was just I was a little mad. I'm not going. I was a little mad. I was looking at it. I was like, man, I did the research. I got in the Slack group. And I was like, man, it's just still outside of what I like investing in. I don't like investing in investment helpers. CryptoPing was a slight different thing because they were burning coins. They're burning coins from the secret. So it's different. When you got coins being burnt, I'm on that. I love that. Low count, burnt coins, utility. I can fuck with that. But I saw it come all the way up here. I was like, man, because I was looking at it down here. But yeah, I'm not at all surprised that it's returned. Did a complete mountain. You never really see that. That's crazy. Complete mountain in like a week. Crypto blowout summer sale for sure, man. You only lose when you choose to sell. Is it true? You can't lose unless you sell. You can't lose unless you sell. You can't. It just don't make any sense to sell for cheaper than you bought it. Unless your baby's like crying and you got no food, then it's like you shouldn't have invested that money. And it's a lesson. And then you take your loss and it's a lesson learned. But if you ain't feeding no babies, if you ain't got no motherfucking babies crying, if you the only baby crying, don't sell your motherfucking coins. At least I'm not. You do what you motherfucking want, but I don't. I'm not. I hate to see people lose money though. It pains me. Look, 40% of EOS sold out. I don't understand. You can't sell out EOS. What do you mean, Michael? Where'd you get that information? You can't sell out EOS. EOS isn't selling out. They're... All right. So let's say this is a rough... You got 200 million coins. If 100 Ethereum were donated or were put into the ICO, then it would be 200 million divided by the 100 Ethereum. So each coin would be super, super cheap. But there was a billion Ether put in there, then the coins are going to be super, super expensive. No one knows the price of the coin until they know how much money has been gathered up. It's the most gangster. It's so gangster that Dan L did that. It's like mad scientist gangster, because I wouldn't bet against Dan. I wouldn't bet against Dan. I wouldn't bet against most motherfuckers named Dan. Dan Marino included, and I'm not even a Miami fan. I'm a Cowboy fan. Holla at the Cowboys. The point is, motherfucking Dan chose Ethereum. Boom, that was first check. Then, you know, Ethereum kind of wiggled away, got out of checkmate. But now what they're doing is making it to where there's no set price. You just keep pumping. As much money goes in, and then the price is determined by the amount raised. So that's scary to me. That makes me not want to invest, because it's going to be so much money invested in that the coins are going to be expensive. The coins are not going to be cheap. They're not going to be. I mean, they're cheap in the scope of things. If you're looking like 2 years from now, then yeah. I mean, the ones that were invested in the EOS ICO are going to be happy. But I'm just not so sure I can't buy them on the open market for maybe 2x, 3x the price. And I'm fully willing to do that, to not have my money locked up for a lot of money or a long time. I know the tokens are going to come out, but I don't know, like, what are you going to do? Like, you're going to get the tokens and then start trading them? But while the ICO's going? Like, there's a lot of question marks for me. So I'm definitely just chilling. There's no reason to buy today, like, if you're talking about trying to get it before it sells out. They're not selling out. They're just going to keep pumping the barn full of money, and then they're going to tell you how much the coin's worth. So it's a really unique way to do it. It's how I would do it if I was fucking creator of EOS, because it's the most profitable. It's by far the most profitable way, and quote unquote fair. As I did the analogy before, you know, it's like the $50 parking spot, and you're like, how, man, that's not fair. And it's like, we charge everybody $50, so it is fair. And you're like, damn, how do you argue with that? Everybody's paying the same. It's fair, quote unquote, but everybody's paying a lot more. So that's the only problem. It's fair. It is. You can't argue it's not fair. What happened when Google and Amazon step in with server up the wazoo? Google and Amazon, Jeff, if you look at their history, Google is a conqueror. Amazon is a conqueror. Amazon just bought Whole Foods. Amazon buys stuff. Facebook bought WhatsApp for $14 billion. These companies are not in the game of creating. They don't create anymore. They buy. They have all the money. So if Amazon wanted, they would just buy Ethereum. You know what I mean? Like, if Amazon just wanted, they would just buy something. Like, they have enough money to be able to put that in place. Like, at least have enough money to buy their way in. They're not going to, like, that's why I don't expect Amazon or any of them to come up their own currency. They would buy out a currency is what I think would happen. So, and which would be good for the market. That would be huge for the market, because whoever's holding those coins, you can look at it like shares. And it's going to be fucking pretty gangster. And what they usually do is buy the thing and hire the team that made it. So they're conquerors. They're like the fuckers that fucking come and kill all the men and impregnate the ladies. That's what they are. They're true conquerors. They'll come buy you out and then make your team work for them. So that's what I expect to happen. They're not creating shit. Why would they create something when they got all the money in the world? They'll just pay somebody. $14 billion to buy WhatsApp. I mean, 14 bill. Mark Zuckerberg didn't even flinch. Didn't matter. Just absorbed it like the blob. Coinbase crashed again. Coinbase is trash. Coinbase. I don't never use Coinbase because I don't buy my fucking Bitcoin on exchanges where they know all my information. Holla at your boy. Buy it through Skype. I believe in DigiBuy. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to bet again. All right, so if you ask me if I believe in DigiBuy, it's like I don't really care enough to believe in it. Because if you believe in something, that's like, I believe I can fly. Like, that's coming from a place of gusto. I ain't going to say I believe in DigiBuy, but I wouldn't bet against DigiBuy. If somebody's like, I raise you, DigiBuy is going to do great things in the future, I would be like, I fold. I'm not going to bet against that. I think they would do great things in the future. But I'm not passionate about DigiBuy, and that's nothing. I'm not passionate about a lot of shit. You ain't got so much passion. If somebody's passionate about everything, then there's something wrong with that person. I would not trust that person. So, I'm passionate about very few coins, but I like a lot of coins. I like a lot of coins, don't get me wrong, but passion's a strong word. Digibite will step up in no time. You keep saying that, Richard. I'll agree with you. I ain't gonna bet against you. You haven't lost anything till you have sold. Yeah, that's one. Big Club VIP knows what's up. Wait, Dan, are you ignoring my comment on purpose? What was your comment, Yemi? I got a lot of comments. I might have missed you. I ain't ignoring nobody. I'm gonna scroll up to see what Yemi asked. Let's see what the fuck Yemi asked. You didn't even ask a question, did you? Okay, Dan, are you on Steemit.com? Yes, I am, Yemi. And I apologize. I didn't mean to ignore you. I didn't see your question. I'm on. Yeah, look at my video from earlier today. I got the link in the description. I'm Dhenz at Dhenz, DHENZ. Give him some time. He got a lot of questions. Chill. I appreciate that, Michael. See, Michael's got my back. I hope No Limit Coin didn't screw me over. I bought 1 mil coins at 24 Satoshi, but I paid for it by check. Mailed it last Tuesday. I hope they get it today. Mailed a check? You paid for it by check? They didn't accept check. I don't know what you're talking about. We didn't. There was no checks being received, Richard. So if you mailed a check, that you should cancel it because we only did electronic money. There was no checks being sent. So I don't know who you talked to. It wasn't me. I didn't sell it on a check. So that's weird. Go ahead. Hey, Richard, go ahead and shoot me a message and let me know who the fuck told you to send a check. Because I don't know what the fuck that is. There's no. We're dealing with cryptocurrency. Who the fuck busting out a check? no offense, Richard, but that's old school. But yeah, we're definitely rip that up. If it hasn't been cash, like go ahead and call the bank and cancel that shit because that's weird. What do you think about voxels? Voxels is gangster. I don't necessarily. I think Voxels is cool. I just think that the community could be more go-getter. That's all. I think the community could be more of a hustler. I like Vox though. I'm invested in Vox. I got like, I don't like saying how much coin I got. I got enough. I got a good amount of Vox. I like it. It's unique. I just think that they have a really unique angle and they're not pumping it hard enough. But we'll see what time tells. They got my support though. I got much love for Vox. Great interview today, Dan. Something we need to address though. The argument for No Limit 2 over Litecoin, for example, seems weak. What's RSV fancy league? Yeah, well, it's a fan. No Limit Coin and Litecoin, they're completely two different things. Because first of all, there's going to be a fantasy sports platform for No Limit Coin. There already is. Soccer next month, football in September, the launch. You can only play on No Limit, the No Limit things with No Limit Coin. You can't play with Litecoin. You got to play with No Limit Coin. Now you can get No Limit Coin from the exchanges, however means possible, right? So there's going to be cash prizes. It's end up going to be really, really big. So if you want to compete and have fun and play in these games, you're going to need No Limit Coin. So there's the novelty. That's where the coin's going to value because you can win money with it. You can enter into a contest for real money and win money at the, so that's why it's a fantasy sports coin and it's built for fantasy sports. It's lightning fast, super, super fast, and it's fucking already here, brah. Dr. Ha, no chance. Seems like the Steam account is 0 zone. You know what though, Jeff? I wouldn't say that because, so the cool thing about Steam is there's a guy, he posted and he couldn't afford his medical bills. He was in dire hopes. He couldn't afford his medical bills. That's sad, right? Where do you turn in this world? I've been there. My brother had a broken back for 4 years, couldn't get his surgery, got hit on the job, and the company he was working for in Texas didn't have the right insurance and fucked my brother over, and then he ended up suing them, but they were such a small time operation that he wasn't able to get much money. His back's all fucked. Pre-existing conditions, they're trying to say. Where do you turn? Where do you turn when you need money? When you need $20, $30, $40, $50,000? Where do you go? Right? So this person posted on Steam that he couldn't afford his bills. He raised $20,000 in less than a week in his pocket. Dude's paid his medical bills. Imagine that. That's amazing. Imagine when CNBC, the news stations, it doesn't take much for that to become viral, for those stories to become life-changing viral things. So Steemit, it doesn't take much for Steemit to get Huge publicity. We're talking huge, big time publicity, becoming a household name with the power that it has, because there's never been a time in human history have we been able to do something like that. Like, hey, I'm down, I'm almost out, I'm drowning, can anyone help me? And then people, all they gotta do is upvote, donate $21,000 in a week. I mean, that's amazing. If that doesn't touch you somewhere deep inside, then I don't know what will. They're coming back, dudes. What's coming back? The coins? The coin market's coming back? Let's see. No, it's me, it's small. It looks like it is. I see a lot of 19s and not 20s. We'll see. We'll see if this is the worst of it. Thanks for the guys like Dan. I have so much fun in buying coins. Collect them all. I'm playing now. Buying and selling. Collect them all. Like Pokemon. Make a game of it. Do your work though. Know what the fuck a Bulbasaur is. Don't just go buying Bulbasaurs and flipping them when you don't know what Bulbasaurs are. You best know it's a plant Pokemon. You best to know it's weak against Charmander. You best to know that it can turn into a Venusaur. You guys know all about the Pokemon before you invest in them. Don't just go collecting them all if you don't know what the fuck a Mewtwo is. Holla at your boy. That's old school. That's fucking, it's been a while. I still remember all that. I only know the original, I think it's 150. I don't know all the other ones. Squirpaton and all them motherfuckers. I don't know. The new ones, I don't know. The last one I know is that Mewtwo, that alien Pokemon. That dude was gangster and hard as fuck to get in the Game Boy. Just bought Footy today. Footy? I ain't never heard of that. That's a Pokemon I ain't never heard. Sounds like a Pokemon, no Footy. Sounds like he'll kick your ass. What's up with Footy? What's up with Footy? That's right. What is up with Footy? Appreciate the live stream. What do you think about Verge and all? You know what? Verge is cool. And it's kind of cool because No Limit Coin and Verge, like the owners, like they're real tight. So that's real cool. I actually got to talk to the owner of Verge on for a little bit, you know, just chatting him up about what I was doing with No Limit Coin, and I think it's cool. I like Verge. I'm not vested in it, but I'm also not vested in a lot of coins that I like. What about Steam dollars and Bitcoin Plus on Polio? What happened? It's more than 45%. Steam dollars is weird. I mean, Steam dollars isn't really so much of an investment. It is, but it's not like, because it's tied to the US dollar. So it can't go drastic. But there are times where you can get really good deal on Steam if you were to hold Steam dollars as they rise up and down. Bitcoin Plus, I don't even know what the fuck Bitcoin Plus is. It sounds stupid though, Bitcoin Plus. If it's a coin, but I don't know. It turned me off, the whole Bitcoin Plus. It sounds like a cheesy knockoff. A coin which you could trade fantasy football deals, which crypto market cap. #1 big gain is collect them all. A coin which you can trade fantasy football deals. Check out the cryptocurrency market cap. #1 at bigger gainers. Oh, that's badass. So what is it like? Is it like No Limit Coin fantasy, or is it like a card game? What is it? Trade. Oh man, let's look at Footy. What the fuck's Footy? What the fuck am I doing? I'm just sitting here scrolling up and down. Let's see what Footy is. Foot. Damn, 1300%. It's a fucking boner and a half. When did you get in it, SPI? When did you collect this Pokemon? I hope you collected it on the 25th. Alright, let's see what it is. Footy Cash. Fantasy Footy altcoin that's changing the game. So it looks like it is maybe a fantasy football coin. Footy Cash, what is it? Fantasy sports, vaulting, fantasy sports, lower fees, active development. It looks like they trying to compete with my No Limit Coin. They're gonna have to move over. Footy Cash. What's your fancy downloads? Do they have a working platform? Okay, let's see. Download the Footy wallet. Fantasy sports. Okay, so it looks like Footy Cash is going to target new fantasy sports websites. Okay, so it looks like they're trying to get fantasy sports sites to use Footy Cash. I'm not sure. Do they have a platform? Are they going to actually have their own platform? Gambling online use requires external. Thanks for bringing that up, though. That's interesting. I'm definitely gonna be looking into this. Just boner to the sky, that's for sure. All right, let's go to some other questions. Yeah, I'll look into it. SBI. That looks interesting. I always like to look at new coins. I don't know, man. Looks like a scam coin. I have no idea. I've never heard of footy coin. This is the first time I've ever looked at it, so I am going to look at it a little bit more, especially if it's going to be competition to No Limit Coin. Competition's fine. You're gonna look at what Ethereum's going through. Like, there's always, you can't not have competition. Obviously, gonna have it. You do have a 95. Hey, man, you do what you gotta do to put a roof over your head and food in your mouth. Gotta do what you're gonna do. Yeah, what was the price on Footy Coin? It was about 6 cents. What's the supply? Looks like it's uncapped. I stepped out into taking the under profit. Man, shit is crazy. Yeah, this is the market. Well, it just rebounded 2 trillion. So 2 trillion came back in. It looks like it stopped the bleeding. I don't barely see any 20s. I mean, I got some really killer deals this morning, and it pains me not to have bought them like 30 minutes ago when some of these are at 29%. But I'm so damn rigid with my principles because I've been fucked over when I try to overextend myself. If I try to jump at an opportunity, like let's say it was at 29%, and I break my principle and I invest twice, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get some more, boom, and I wake up tomorrow and it's down like 45%. That's happened before, and it's like, man, I can just avoid that by sticking to my guns. So. But, you know, there's also room if you want to be an elitist and be the best. You got to be able to step outside and be liquid like Bruce Lee. So maybe I should be a little bit more like Bruce Lee and jump in there when I see a 29% downer and just say, fuck it. I'll deal with it. I don't like Stratus. I don't hate Stratus, but let me take that back. Stratus is cool. Stratus is cool. I didn't invest in it though. And I keep on losing my thing. All right, that'd be awesome. Could say Chrome integrate browser type element and obsolete Brave and Bat or Safari, even Apple. I mean, like I said, Google are conquerors, so they're more likely to buy Bat out than they are to try to do what they're doing, because what Bat's doing is very complicated. It is very hard. You can't just whip up one of those. Like, there's a lot of trial and error. And what Google doesn't like doing, Google has learned its lesson from Google Plus. It doesn't like creating and competing and looking bad. Google doesn't want to try to compete with Bat and then lose the Bat and then have to buy Bat out at like a much bigger buyout than they would if they just certainly pounced when they felt threatened. So as soon as somebody like Google feels threatened, they're much more likely to buy you out than to try to compete with you. Especially if it means building blockchain technology from the very ground floor up and you're messing with people who you want on your side. They're not going to find a better team than the Brave team. It's going to be very, very tough. So they're more likely just to buy them out. There, Jeff. There's no security. You're right. It is a game for me. Hey, whatever works. Profit went from 5K to 800 though. Thoughts on the segue on August 1st and how it affect Bitcoin's alts? You know what, Nero? I don't know. I want to see. It's obviously upcoming, and I've been, you know, definitely been looming. But at this point, I definitely think it's going to have an impact. To what degree? It's hard to tell. It really is hard to tell. Okay, misunderstood. What's that 40% was? I'll look it up again. Yeah, EOS isn't selling. They can't sell out. Well, yeah, that's what EOS is doing. EOS is a conqueror. EOS is trying. All right, so let's be real. I forgot what movie it was. What fucking movie was it? It was so gangster. I forget what it was though, but it was basically like, what did he say? He said basically, well, I didn't come to lose. So it was like, I forget what it was. It was a really good movie. I watched it recently. But basically, Ethereum is not, or EOS, they're not trying to enter and lose, basically. Like, they're doing everything they can. They really are by doing the Ethereum, making it Ethereum the only way you can pay for EOS. That means EOS is going to have so much Ethereum in their hands. They're going to have so much money in Ethereum that they can literally crash the Ethereum market if they wanted to, correct? If you have billions of dollars in Ethereum, I'm not saying they're going to raise billions, but I don't know. Would anybody be surprised if Ethereum raised $1 billion? If Bancor raised 150 mil in what, a couple hours? I don't think it's out of there. Let's say 500 million. Still, $500 million in Ethereum can crash markets. So it's very, and plus they're going to be collecting it over a year. So over that year, they could definitely have billions of dollars in Ethereum. And that's interesting to know that the competition, Ethereum versus EOS is going to have all the Ethereum. They're going to have a lot of Ethereum, large stockpiles of Ethereum. So you just have to think about that. It's like, how could they do, what could they do with that Ethereum to put EOS at an advantage? Just food for thought. I have another noobish question about the percentage. Oh, good. What would be the safer way in long term? Like 70% Bitcoin, 30% cheap. Man, I would lie to you if I was like, if I was going to come up and pull a pie chart and be like, all right, guys, I got 7.3% of my portfolio in Bitcoin. I got 7.9% in Ethereum. I'm not going to bullshit you guys though. I'm out here. I'm in like 20 different coins. I forget that I'm in some coins. I move too fast. I can't have structure. That's one thing. Like some people are more structured than me, but they're slower than me. I have no structure. I have no shell. So I don't waste time. I just know I got a lot of, I'm happy. Put it that way. I don't like fucking putting my money out there. The point is, I'm going for it and I'm happy with my returns. I don't have to fucking calculate. I know they're profitable. You know, I don't have to calculate how profitable. I know they're motherfucking profitable. And basically at the end, you know, after the end of a month, I'll look down at my pile of how much money I made. And, you know, if I'm surprised and it was a good month, if I'm disappointed, it was a bad month. And if I'm content, then it was a bad month. Because you can't be content. You always got to be surprised. So if I ain't surprised, then it ain't a good month. Just say I've been surprised lately. You killed me with that. I believe I can fly. 30% Bitcoin is good. 20% alt. You know what? You know what, SBI? You're going to have to go 72.5% Bitcoin. You want to go 17.6% altcoin. That's very important to get the 17.6 altcoin. You don't want to go past the 0.6 in the altcoin category because it could throw the whole portfolio out of range. You're going to want to spend about 2 or 3 hours calculating all the portfolio and all the percentages just to make sure everything's right. And every time you get new coins, you're going to want to add more percentages and make sure you never go past. I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, I don't do that. That's not how that's not what I do. I'm not on that. I'm not on portfolio and keeping track of everything. I'm with throwing it. I'm Scrooge McDuck style. I'm throwing it on the pile. I'm a throw on the pile guy. I'm gonna throw it on the pile. I'm just gonna throw more on the pile. How about that? That's what I like. I got a pile and I just keep throwing onto it. How long do you think as long as I don't take from the pile, then I know it's a good month, right? How do you think this will continue? Hey, you know what? If you didn't buy today, then you fucked up. Yeah, today's a good buy. Of course, right now. I mean, if you haven't bought today, then yeah, because there's no prediction it's going to go down tomorrow. It could easily go back up. Easy. This isn't our first rodeo. This was a rough rodeo. There's some gangster-ass fucking bulls in this rodeo, but it's not our first one. Some of you guys, it's your first rodeo, though. I got to take that into account. Some of you guys are your first rodeo. But yeah, this was a nasty one. This is good, though. It's good. What do you about Verge? What do you about Verge? I already said Verge is pretty cool. What's up with Verge? Why is everybody loving Verge? Verge is cool. What's up? Cool owner. LOL check. Right, Top Deck? What the fuck's that about? It's like, hey man, I didn't get my coins. I sent you a $2 million check in the mail. I didn't get my coins though. It's timestamped. I signed it with a pen and everything. What do you think about 10x? I like 10x in my money, mister. That was pretty good. His name's Mister, by the way. And he said, what do you think about 10x? But he's talking about a coin. So I was very clever and I said, I want to 10x my money, mister. I don't know. I'm interested. It's not even a real coin. Why are you wasting my motherfucking time? Not even a real coin. That shit I don't like. Buy now. No one can predict if it's going to go down or about. SBI is wise. SBI is a gangster. I think SBI is a secret gangster. Maybe not even a secret gangster. Maybe he's an open gangster. All right, let me see. Weedle. Oh wait, I missed down. Okay. Weedle. That's 340. Weedle was a pretty fucking stupid Pokemon. I'd be pissed if I got a Weedle. But it turned into a giant hornet. I forgot what it was called though. It was a fucking gangster ass hornet though. Let's thank Moby Dick Crypto for today's sales. Moby the whale. I get it. Right now, Dan reminded me of No Limit Coin too. Ethereum will take over this year. Fuck that EOS shit. Now, how do I respond to that comment? Ethereum will take over this year. Fuck that EOS shit. Because I don't hate you, but I don't love you for that comment. It's tough. It's kind of like I agree with you, but I disagree with you. I think Ethereum has got a good 2-3 year run ahead of it. And I think Ethereum is going to be good in the future. Because people need, you need Burger King, you need McDonald's. There's going to be EOS, there's going to be Ethereum. Ethereum's got a long ass head start, that's for sure. EOS isn't even made yet. The first apps on EOS aren't going to be made for a long ass time. So, Ethereum's steady building new apps every day. New ICOs, new multi-million-dollar ICOs every day. So, but EOS, I don't know. It's just don't underestimate them. That's what I would say. I'm still not even certain that I'm going to invest in this round of the ICO of EOS. I mean, I say that, and I probably am, but I don't know. It's tough. I don't like getting did dirty, and I feel like I'm getting done dirty by having to put my money in Dan L's pile, and then he tells me how much the token's going to be worth. I know it's the fairest way, but it's fucking... I like getting good deals. That's what I'm about. I'm allergic to getting fair deals. I don't like a fair deal. I want a really, really good deal. Just to start and learn. You got potential, SBI. Start up a YouTube channel, put your face in front of a camera or a mic in front of your mouth, start talking about your coins. People will love you. What do you... Damn it. Every time I try to scroll down, it goes all the way to the bottom, and I got to scroll back up and find. Alright. What do you think about folding coin? The idea is not bad, the same as... I've seen a folding coin. It's not... I don't really like it. I like the idea. I just don't like... as an investment. I just don't think it's going to net me a lot of money. XCC football coin. What's that? XCSI coin. I normally don't type in links, Jervy, right? Because I might pull up some crazy shit on live stream and get my ass in trouble. Might be like some midgets having sex or a fucking virus and everybody involved. But I'm going to fucking do it. Here we go, guys. It looks legit. It looks like it could be something. Oh, God. What's going to happen? Page not found. Virus. Football coin. All right, so what is FXC coin? Blockchain, same moderator, X coin treasury crypto used for in-game transactions. Oh, yeah, I already looked at this. This was crazy. It's like backed by soccer or some shit. Like, what? It's not fantasy. It has nothing to do with fantasy football, but it's watch, it's gonna say something about backed by soccer. 20 crypto word, crypto. Says it somewhere. Anyway, I didn't fuck with it. I don't hate it. I don't know enough about it. See, that's the thing. I probably hate a lot of coins, but as soon as I think if I don't like the coin a lot, then I'm leaving it before I can hate it. I never research a coin long enough to actually hate it. Because if it doesn't float my boat, I'm fucking gone. I'm not going to just keep researching this coin because I'm going to look into Footy Cash a little bit later. But as far as no limit coin, Skylight's ahead of them just because we're going to be launched way before they are. And we going to win because that's what we do. All we do is win. Lost like 530% on BAT. Oh, I was about to say 530%. I was like, where'd you buy it at? I believe in bat. There you go. I believe in bat for sure. I believe in bat. I would not bet against bat. All right, hold on, man. I don't, man. YouTube's like fucking gangster as shit, but then you gotta fucking scroll down and it takes some. All right, boiler room. Enough with EOS. Go for Executo. I don't know what that means. No, did you buy EOS? Not yet. I don't know if I'm going to or not. I'm thinking about it. What do you think about match pool coin? I really don't like it. Why the rush for EOS? There is no rush. Yeah, there's no rush to buy it. I would get the hell out of Ethereum. No, not right now. I mean, Ethereum's down. I don't see it going much lower. It might dip a little bit lower, but I mean, I have Ethereum. And either I'm going to invest some in EOS and then save the rest. I'm always going to have Ethereum though. I'm always going to have Ethereum. I think Ethereum's going to hit 2 Gs for sure. Maybe not this year, but I think it could hit. I think it could easily hit 1,000 by the end of the year. Yeah, Steam. I'd be fucking with Steam. All right, we're over an hour. I'm going to read these last comments and then I'm going to kill it. We got a design contest. Holler at your boy with the no limit crew contest. Let me bring it up. 28,500 no limit coin for the winner. We got all kinds of entries. It's going to be balling. If you're good at, if you want to come, it's going to be a community vote. It's going to be cool. That's happening in like, what is it, 3 p.m. right now? It's happening in 2 hours. We're going to pick a winner. Do you withdraw monthly profits? No, I always reinvest. I don't ever. I live off of fucking beans and fucking rice. I don't fucking spend money on shit. I reinvest everything. It's the only way you're gonna become a billionaire is if you reinvest everything. Always reinvest. Compound interest. Live poor, even if you got millions. If you want billions, it's hard. It's too damn hard to get to billions if you're not fucking born into it. So I'm going for it. I'm not somebody who says I want to be a billionaire and it's like I'm joking. Like put a lie detector up to me. I'm 100% becoming a billionaire. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm not somebody who just says that because it's pie in the sky. It's gonna happen, no doubt. What do you think of match? Oh, I already read that one. It's like the Matrix. Fucking. Preferably earlier today, 217. 100% no limit coin, best return you'll ever get. No limit coin is dirt cheap right now. Thoughts on Sumo coin? I've never heard of it. Do you hate the idea of having coins so many different exchanges? I used to, but I don't hate the money I make when I'm able to buy it on one site and sell it to another for 20-30% gain. It's just a mentality thing. That's all it is. Just keep track of all your shit and you're fine. It doesn't matter. Like, if you have it on multiple exchanges or not, you're just better to be prepared. I never keep large amounts on exchanges. I keep what I'm willing to lose, but I'm also keep enough on there to make it worth my time, right? It's like I'll withdraw a lot, and if there's like a big movement going on, I'll send my money from my wallet to the exchange if I want to make huge buys. But I always like keeping some change on everything just so I don't have to wait, right? Because if I need Bitcoin now, I'm not trying to wait 30 minutes to get my Bitcoin. Dan, you got any news from your network about 1337? 1337 is a long hold. You either believe it or not. I think it's free right now. It's like 4 or 5 Satoshi. So I got a bunch of 3. I got a bunch of 3 Satoshi. So that's as far as everything else, it's I think it's gonna be like the penny coin of the gaming world. That's I think there's gonna be a bunch of coins going around the gaming world. And I think 133 is gonna be like the penny coin, which is good because it's 3 Satoshi, which is a hell of a lot cheaper than a penny. So Kakuna, dude, that thing was worthless. I don't know what that means. Kakuna. Ethereum has a lot of unanswered questions. Lisk will be better than Ethereum. Programmers all know JavaScript. Lisk will be Ethereum. I mean, that's fine, but guess what? Lisk ain't hollering at Toyota, are they? So I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not a programmer. I just know that Ethereum is widely adopted, and already. I mean, you got people in Russian presidents are talking about Ethereum. Like, catch up if you can. That's how I think. The world's too damn fast. And Lisk is a good platform, but what about EOS? Like, I mean, there's always going to be something new. Like, a reason Ethereum's still around because it was the first. It was like the first coin of that kind. And, that's a big benefit. It's really big to be first. People underestimate that. Being first matters. Big. That's why if you notice, most of the coins I invest in, they're either dirt cheap penny coins with lots of value, or they're first in their field, and I like that. I like P-Toy, I like Mysterium, I like No Limit Coin. I like these coins that are first in their fields. Factum, I love Factum. I don't talk about it a lot, but you know, it's a good coin. See if we can get. I hit Factum was on one of my lures. I hit. I had this thing set and it hit one of my lures. So you know, I like Factum. It's just I like those coins that are first in their field. Just do. Yeah, I mean, Van, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm human. Like, it sucks because I want to invest in the US because I know how big it's gonna be, but I also know it's gonna be the way it's played out. Is it's gonna be, you're gonna pay the most as you possibly can for your EOS token. You're not getting any kind of a discount. And I hate that. I just feel uncomfortable investing in something that I know I'm paying. You know, it's like you're paying sticker price. I fucking hate that. No, worse, okay? It's like you're paying sticker price at an auction. Because the more people want to invest, the higher the price goes. So, I don't know. Got a bunch of 7. Great news. I got a bunch on 7 sats a month ago. Win or die holding. Yep, win or die holding. Take the coins to the grave. Tell them to bury you with your cold storage. Your paper wallets. Everything. Nobody gets anything. Says fantasy football. Take my coins at the top. What says fantasy football at the top? Hell yeah, man. Tonto Fantasy Sports is in soccer, not American football. NFL fantasy is way more popular. Yeah. Cricket fantasy is going to be huge too. And No Limit Coins adding cricket. So that's cool. Yeah. I mean, the point is, who cares how many competitions? It's like we're launching a badass fantasy football league. We're going to have clientele. It's going to be nice. The coin's going to have value. There's not that many of them. It's fucking super dirt cheap right now. People love people love playing fantasy sports, not just football. They love soccer, they love basketball, they love we're planning on getting UFC in there. Everyone loves it. It's good stuff. Dan, you get into Tezos ICOs? I don't know, maybe, man. There's just so many ICOs. There's so many ICOs, bro. I loaded the fucking truck on 1337. This will have legs. But still in the field does as well, sucker. Yeah, I mean 1337. I don't know how many I have. I have some 1337. I'm hoping for a shiny day. Soccer is huge where I am. Asia Pacific. Yeah, soccer is worldwide, man. People love soccer. And it's going to be huge during the cup games because I don't know if you're like me, man, but during, when the Cowboys are in the playoffs, man, all I want to do is play Madden. All I want to do is play fantasy sports because it's like you want more of the game because there's only one game a week for football at least. Others have more, and you just want to be more part of the game as possible. So that's why it's fun. I like your mindset, Dan. When the AFCs are partying on Saturday, I grinded by coins on Saturday. My man. Like the beginning of Google. I learned wallets, sites, etc. It makes it fun. Nice. Very nice. ETC and LTC are better buys in my opinion. More stable and lots more positive news coming up. I disagree with that stacking 9mm, but you know what? It's all good. I'm not saying they're bad buys, but better is a strong word. Better is a strong word. Tonto, but you guys are still writing comments. I said I was going to be done after these last comments. I keep scrolling down and just more comments. I think people are commenting still. I like your mindset, Dan. Oh, I read that again. I didn't read that. I didn't read the I like your mindset, Dan comment twice in a row on purpose. I just read the I like your mindset, Dan comment by accident. So, Tonto, Tonton. But the money maker for NLC will be fancy. Yes, it's true. What's hanging, Dan? What's hanging, Dan? I think you're trying to say what's hanging, but I like what's hanging, Dan. Nothing, man. UTH is coming back now. I hate that Yobit. Tells me that afterward draws. Yeah, Yobit, man. That's why I want to get No Limit on Bittrex as soon as possible. Alright, I'm going to read about 2-3 more comments and I'm going to have to dip, guys. So I'm going to take a little break. It's been an hour and 14 minutes. I'm not a robot. I'm big on the CYS coin down right now, of course. Yeah, I think CYS coin's nice. I like it. Like eBay. Yo, check out that pump on No Limit Coin too. Let's see the pump, guys. Let's see the pump. Be nice. We're pumping while everything's dumping, right? Hey, we're in the green. We're in the green while everything else is in red. We pumping, they dumping. I like your mindset, Dan. Hey, hey, that was another comment, guys. I didn't read the I like your mindset, Dan comment again on purpose. It was somebody else saying that, and I'm just reading the comments as they come along. I'm not biased. I'm not reading the bad comments and only reading the good comments. I like your mindset. See, it happened again. You think EOS is going to keep the market down until it's released? Yes, I do. Dylan, you are the last commenter. Congratulations. Oh wait, we're getting more comment. I like your mindset, Dan. Thank you very much. I like your mindset, Dan. Hey, I'm just reading the comments. It's CYS coin, not. There's a few more. I gotta stop. The comments are coming in too fast. There's a bunch of I like your mindset, Dan's. We're gonna cut it there. It's been cool. Glad we could hang out during this little crash. As you can see, it's starting to recess. Nothing to be afraid of, guys. Nothing to be afraid of. Got that voice you know during this time, bad times. You hear this voice. It's coming at you. It means hold on to your coins. Don't sell them for a loss. 1414 is a lucky number. Holla at you, boy. Cheers. Peace. Adios.